Green, green, green. Wow, Parker Thompson was trying to get on the throttle from P3 there, Michael. Kind of got into the back of... Oh, there's a driver almost off. Malukas almost throws it off. He overcooks it going into the braking zone. Good start for Rinus VeeKay. We have one driver off on the outside of turn number 1.
Boy, Rinus VeeKay had the back end of that car up in the air as Parker Thompson got set to go green a little bit early, but no harm, no foul there. We did have that car off in turn number 1. Other than that, a pretty clean start. And for Rinus VeeKay,
no contact. Oh, huge wreck. One driver up and huge wreck in Pro Mazda coming into the braking zone. Someone went hard over top, missed the braking zone completely. We got a driver upside down. They went off the racetrack in turn number 3. That driver got in too deep, flew over top. That car was about 15 feet in the air. Yellow flag. We're going to go red, I would expect. Drivers involved already. A couple of the Pelfrey cars. I think that's Antonio Saravalli as well involved. Just on the inside, that's right front damage for Saravalli. We had that issue of the car over in turn number 1, but contact coming down at the end of the straightaway. Someone way overcooking it in deeper in the field and went up and over.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you see that?
Scary contact. As
trying to figure out who that was.
Yeah, Rinus VeeKay got cleanly through, and then we saw them 3 wide coming into turn number 3. So as the field comes through, we will score them as they come across the line and then reset.
Rinus VeeKay, Parker Thompson, David Malukas, 1, 2, 3. Carlos Cunha up to 4th. 5th is Oliver Askew. 6th is Chris Wright. 7th is Nikita Listoshkin.
Was it Guzman potentially? But he's on pit lane.
We're waiting for drivers to come to Guzman to pit lane, Gutierrez to pit lane. That still can't. I think it might have been Harrison Scott. Okay, let's have a look at the replay here. We're going to get a look at this on the big screen. Those of you tuning in live throughout the country and around the world through all the streaming options, we're going to have a look at this replay. This was a crazy session. Somebody came deep. Somebody started deep in the field. I want to hazard a guess that it might have been Harrison Scott, but I'm not quite sure. Here they come through. You can see that driver already getting to the inside. He'll come deep in. He makes contact with one of the Pelfrey cars. Look at that thing leave. It absolutely launched. That driver was upside down. So luckily that we have open racetrack past that. There's a runoff area at the end of the back straightaway.
Tires in that corner as well, so that car will probably slide into the tire barrier. We saw the 81 of Andre Gutierrez get around the outside there. Indeed, that's the 91 of Antonio Saravalli.
I'm going to say that I think it was Harrison Scott that went up and over there. Harrison had a poor qualifying effort, had an issue with the car, obviously getting very aggressive coming down into 3. You could see that he climbed up on the right rear. Climbed on the right rear of the guy in front of them. That launched him up in the air. Well, as soon as you do that, we're into the braking zone, Michael. This is where he needs to be on the brakes. He's carrying so much speed into that corner that he wasn't able to brake. Everyone else, of course, jamming on the binders, trying to get turned into turn number 3. Harrison up over top of the car in front of him, lands, and immediately gets into the back of, I think it's Andres Gutierrez in the number 81. He gets in the back of Gutierrez, and the minute he does that, it launches him in the air. The 27 of Raul Guzman back on the racetrack. If we can have a look at that replay one more time.
Let's watch it one more time, and then we will see if we can actually figure out who it was. But I do believe, Rob, you're correct.
Yeah.
That did look like Harrison Scott, but we want to make sure Harrison's okay. We'll watch that replay one more time to try to decipher what happens.
Tremendous.
What happened, and then
tremendous contact coming into the braking zone. And that, when you get into the braking zone, especially a guy like Harrison, 2 times the winner this year. Right. Okay, here's the replay again.
So he gets squeezed down.
Oh, he gets into the wall.
Yes, he hits the wall and then comes back out and makes contact.
And then here you'll see the shot from the outside of turn 3 as he continues with that speed, can't get the braking done, climbs right over the back of Gutierrez. Look at the car, Stingray Rob.
He goes across Stingray Rob. Gutierrez comes around the outside.
How does Stingray Rob continue? That is tremendous. He's able to get through right over the back of the rear wing of Gutierrez in that one. But again, climbing over the back of Gutierrez totally clears the car of Stingray Rob. Stingray actually made, I think, some contact, got hit from the back a little bit. You could see his car kind of get jumped up into the air as well. But Harrison Scott again, and you know what? Great to have the AMR safety crew right there. We hope to get an update when we can.
I honestly think, Rob, that's Stingray Rob at the inside of the turn there with Saravalli.
We can't see the rear wing number. That's the issue right now.
But I think can we watch that replay one more time? We see Harrison Scott go to the inside. So he makes contact with the wall. I believe that was Stingray Robb, and when Harrison Scott hits the wall, the car bounces back off, wheel-to-wheel contact,
Indeed.
dead set. So we'll look right here.
So, again, to the inside, that's Robb trying to get to the other, Scott get to the inside. He gets pinched into the wall there where it opens up for the exit, comes down, breaks the rear suspension. That's why he's got
right. And I think that's the 81 machine right there as you see that car rotate of Stingray Robb.
Indeed, you're right. That is Stingray. I can see by that Sierras who was able to come cleanly through. So it's Stingray Robb who gets driven over from behind again. Not of his doing whatsoever.
And you saw the 82 of the rear wing as it came across.
Stingray on the back of the wing.
Right, exactly.
Wow. So tough one for Stingray Robb, the young American driver who had such a good qualifying effort. Remember, he started in the 4th position.